Yeah, hello. Base Boxing Basement right here, Triple B. Yeah, as he's known. So I'll continue my demonetized videos. And we're gonna talk about Daniel Dubois, Triple D, not Triple B. Dynamite Daniel Dubois vs Alexander Usyk or Alexander. I think there's some confusion about what his correct name is, correct pronunciation. I believe in Ukrainian is Alexander, not Alexander. But anyway, I don't really care. Boxers change their names all the time. People talk about Luke Fury. Oh, his real name's Luke. Haha, it's not Tyson. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson was called Walker Smith Jr. That's his real name. What's his name? Jersey Joe Walcott, one of my favorites. It's called Arnold Raymond Cream Jr. You know, I think even Barry McGuigan's name is different. You know, but so I don't really care about that. What the names are, man. But anyway, we've got Daniel Dubois vs Alexander Usyk this weekend. And it's on formerly BT Sports, now called TNT Sports. TNT Sports. Fine. It's actually quite hard to. Do you know what? Like, I don't even know whether the BT Sports subscription goes over, because I tried to watch the UFC and I didn't have it on my BT Sports. You know, and then he has to go to Discovery Plus and what. I don't know that. I want things simple. Yeah? I want things simple. I don't need to reapply to do this kind of nonsense. And it's £19.99. It's box office. Dubum usage. Box office. And I'm like, okay. Alright. Well, I don't think that's cool. I'm not going to pay that. That's for damn sure. It's mustard. $19.99. I'm like, okay, well, let's look at the undercard. If you're a real fan of boxing, the undercards are very important. You know, the casuals. And by the way, I don't slate the casuals, because they're needed to keep a sport buoyant and keep it liquid and keep it commercial. So I don't have no problem with it. I ain't slagging off the casuals, but come on, man. They generally buy it just for the main event. That's okay. But there's plenty of hardcore boxing fans, and I include myself in that pen. I include myself in that pen, who want to see a proper undercard. And what is that? To bomb Usyk. What is that from the UK? Adam Mohamed. Yeah, and Adam Mohamed looks like a brown version of Lee Wood. Prince Nazim Mohammed's son. Out of interest, obviously, I'm interested in it. I want to see if he can fight, because I was a big fan of the Prince, you know, back in the day. I was already into boxing, but the Prince, you know, he brought something different, didn't he? You know, the punching power, the speed, the accuracy, the buzzfulness. You know, he going about being good looking even though it was ugly and only 5'4", but there was entertainment there. I remember, right? I took a girl. We went to the club. No, I went to the pub before we went to the club, and when we were in the pub, I said, look, I gotta watch Prince Nazim. And she said she made love to me. No, if Prince Naz wins, she made love to me, right? She lied. She was fighting Steve Robinson, and she lied. But you know, the next week I took care of business. But yeah. But you know what I'm saying is, Adam Ahmed. You know, yeah, I'm interested. But he's never had an amateur fight. He's never had a pro fight. He's never had an unlicensed fight. So, you know, I'm not going to pay $99.99 for that. This Hamza Shiraz, right? Hamza Shiraz, yeah, he's a prospect. Yeah, he's interesting. You notice how these days they there pushing. When I say they, I mean the big promoters. A lot of Asian fighters of Pakistani descent, and that's cool, man. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. So but we get all these Asian prospects. Some of them were absolutely whack. I watched the show at the weekend. Remza Ali got under like 15 seconds. Some other guy got decked by a bum. But whatever. Hamza is a prospect. Was he named British Prospect of the Year by the British Boxing Board of Control? I don't know, but basically, he's he's young. He's not a name to Greater Britain, if you like. He's not a name in the papers or anything, right? And he hit Bradley Skeet. When Bradley's a fighter from Earlsfield, a likable guy, and he hit him on the floor, and the referee did not. Well, I might have taken the point away, but he basically let him just beat him up. It's not fair. So you got Hamza Shiraz and Adam Hamed and Dubois Usyk for 1999. That's not good enough, man. That's not good enough. There's loads of prospects on the undercard, Eastern European, and I'm sure they're good. But I'm from the UK. I don't know them. I do not know them. Okay? As for the fight, so who will win? Daniel Dubois, Alexander Usyk. You know what? It's not, to me, it's not as big as a mismatch as people say, right? I think Frank Warren may be cashing Dubois in, right? But essentially, you still talk about young, hard-hitting heavyweight, yeah. And he seems likable, Dubois. He seems fairly likable. I mean, listen, man, he's not no high IQ man. I think his IQ has to be less than 75. It makes Frank Bruno look like Magnus Carlsen, the chess player who has an IQ 109. and he's likable enough, apart from when he made some weird comment against Joe Joyce's mother. Do you remember that? I won a lot of money on that, by the way. £800 on Joe Joyce to stop Dubois, who was 3-1. And he made some comment about, oh, I'm glad Joe Joyce's mother can't see this fight because she's blind, because I'm going to beat up her son, which is a little bit, it's a bit gross. He looked really pleased with himself, Frank Warren, when Dubois made that comment, which made me think he fed him that. And Dubois is a huge buck. He's got these HGH fists like Gage, If you take too much HGH, what happens is you get growths, especially on the knuckle areas. The knuckle areas where there's bone. If you notice, Gage and Dubois have the same ridiculous growths. And Gage even claimed, oh, they're from street fighting. Come on, man, they ain't from street fighting. First of all, you were a middle-class teenager. Secondly, if you've been beating up that many people in the streets, you would have been nicked at some point. So I was looking at the build-up, and Dubois says he likes to be the underdog. You're looking forward to being the underdog, right? Except he's never been the underdog in any fight, pro or amateur. He's always been favourite, including 3-1 against Joe Joyce. The question is Frank Warren just throwing him not under the bus, but he paid a lot of money for Dubois when he turned pro, and he turned early. Is Warren looking just for a cash out? Maybe, but I do think he has got a chance. Not a big one, like 10%, maybe 10% chance, because of his size. And when you got people that big that can punch at heavyweight, they can stop people. Usyk is 36 now. I don't think Dubois is the guy to stop him or anything, but he will outweigh him by 20 pounds. You know, it's not impossible. I still think it's a 10% chance. A 10% chance. What else, man? Yeah, I was laughing at the press conference when Usyk started rapping in Ukrainian against Dubois. And Dubois just sit there looking like Bubba Gump. You know, Bubba Gump from the Forrest Gump films. The guy who, you know, the black guy who has the lip, the big lip at the bottom. Like you see, like Dubois going, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" But yeah, I like I said, I don't think he's got no chance. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he will get absolutely taken to pieces and stopped." I don't believe that. Dubois' chin. Okay, he went over from Joyce, but that was he had an ocular injury, and then right, Kevin Lorena, who's a former cruiserweight, yeah, looked bulked up, blasted him over, and he dropped him 3 times in one round, in the first round with one punch. But if you notice, he hit him in the temple area. Now this can discombobulate people. This can discombobulate people early, especially when someone hasn't warmed up. If you know anything about boxing, you know that people are actually more likely to get hurt early on before they've warmed up, and I think that's what happened. Did Lorena deliberately, you know, take his foot off the pedal and throw it? Well, maybe. But I don't think that does Dubois' chin any justice. I think he'll be all right. You know, I mean, Usyk, what did he stop? Did he stop one heavyweight? He stopped one heavyweight. Did he stop? You know what? I've seen it on IFL or something like that. They go, "Oh, he hasn't stopped anyone since Bellew." But didn't he stop that American guy, Anthony Weatherspoon? Didn't he stop him before? I'm going off my memory, but I believe he stopped it. But you know, guys like Chisora are not hard to hit. Went the distance. I think what we'll get is a Usyk points victory. He will box intelligently. He won't take any risks. Why should he? Why should he take any risks? He won't take no risks. And he knows there's always a chance that this great, enormous buck might hit him on the chin. So you got to be wary for that, man. So yeah, I'm going for Usyk on points, man. That's what I'm going for. I put a bit of money on it. I'm not hugely confident. There's a chance that Usyk will stop him. But I think you know, especially out of weariness, you know, you get a lot of big heavyweights and they get weary and they get stopped because they run out of gas, like Bruno. So yeah, this is my pick, Usyk on points. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Before we go, yeah, so okay. According to Boxing Kingdom, I don't know who they are. They said Tyson Fury is getting $50 million to fight Ngannou. Usyk is getting $8 million to fight Dubois. So the question is, did Tyson do the right thing? Did Usyk do the right thing? I mean, Usyk basically agreed he would take a 30% cut, and Fury backed off. I think Usyk is not just about money. I think he's also about war. He's about becoming a legend. He's about legacy. I do believe that. So I think he went for the boxing. He went. Tyson refused to take that offer, and he went. And Usyk said, "Well, I'm going to hang around, man. I'll take the purse." So yeah, he could have got more fighting Fury, but this is not how it worked out.